Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Vegas Voice series entitled Women's World, a new segment dedicated to conversations and interviews with interesting women of our time. Have you ever met someone and thought, what a charming lady? I'd like to get to know her a bit better. That's our aim on Women's World, chatting with accomplished women and getting an insight into what makes them tick and how they got to where they are today. I'm Diane Sabis-Hahn, and it'll be my pleasure to host Women's World. Today, I'm speaking with Lauren Tallman. Lauren is a writer. She writes a column for Vegas Voice magazine, specializing in erotic Las Vegas, an intriguing subject to say the very least. Welcome to Women's World.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Lauren, tell us how long you've been writing and a little bit what inspires you to, to work in the erotica genre.
I've been writing at least 35, 40 years, and I found it was my forte. I could write stories and I could put the sensuality into it. It's basically having the story, but then putting in the kiss, the feel, and I just found that this was my genre. This erotica was it.
So
I do write civilian. I do write other things, but this is my main
well,
genre.
I know you're very versatile because you do stories and you do the column.
Yeah.
And one of the first books you ever wrote was How to Have an Affair Without Getting Caught.
Yep.
And that's a very captivating title. What gives you your ideas? Where do you get your ideas for your
I was
books?
in a writing group, and there was this one woman who could write articles, and I thought, I wonder if I could, not knowing that one day I would. And I wanted to make it funny, and I thought, okay, how to have an affair and not get caught. But once I started writing, I couldn't focus on one point. And I remember leaning back and yelling to my husband, I said, I think I have a book. And the research was vast. And that little book is a real how-to to change your plumbing, how to change your car, and how to have an affair and not get caught.
Well, what is your creative process? What do you consider to be really important when you're writing in your field?
It has to be a story. When you write erotica, it's got to have a good story. Otherwise, it's a whiz-bam and no one's going to remember. You have to have a good story. Beginning, middle, and ending. It has to have something that intrigues you. And then you put in the erotic, the sensuous side to it. But you basically have to have a very good story. You have to have a story that you want to tell, that you want people to read. And intertwined in that, you have your erotica.
You know, I probably shouldn't bring this up because I don't remember it totally. But I'm thinking of a quotation from some author that said something to the effect, it's not only about telling the whole story.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's about explaining the small details.
That we always say, don't tell me, show me. Don't say they kissed. Say that her lips felt soft against his. Don't say, he hugged her. She folded into his arms. Show me the picture. I want you to see the picture of what I'm writing.
And feel it.
Yeah, and feel it at the same time.
That's probably really important.
Exceptional.
Okay, what challenges have you faced in writing your genre, and how have you overcome them?
Actually, marketing. I'm marketed everywhere. Everywhere you look, Lauren Tallman, LaurenTallman.com, Lauren.Tallman@gmail.com. You can find me anywhere because you have to get to me. People are very embarrassed. People do get embarrassed. I had someone walk up when I do signings all the time, and someone picked up the How to Have an Affair and Not Get Caught, and he goes, whoa, look at that. And his wife was coming and he did that and he walked away. And I've had that so often, but later they come back. They either buy it from me directly or buy it through my website. But it's marketing. It's people, they're still intimidated. But then I have to explain to them, you're reading a story. You're reading a genuine story. Harem of the Dragon, China, 1400. A young boy goes to the palace, but he reaches the highest point. Besides who he knows and how he adjusts to all this, he has to deal with the concubines and teach them how to pleasure the emperor. That's where your erotica comes into the story.
Okay, then, what target do you consider your audience to be?
It depends which book. The Harem of the Dragon, Come Again. There's another anthology of my writing group. They're more 35 and all the way up to 70. They just go on and on. The How to Have an Affair has actually turned to millennials because of society today. They're keeping their relationships secret, but that's a whole different story.
Well, I know that, speaking of that, you're the founder of the Erotic Writers Group of Los Angeles. Las Vegas. I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong town. Yeah. Do you have a website where aspiring writers can contact you?
LaurenTallman.com. You can get in touch with me. You can get my books. You can have questions you can ask. Come to my meeting. It's once a month. Wonderful writers. Their stories are intriguing and sensual, but they're intriguing. They're wonderful writers.
Oh, great. That's wonderful. Well, I've enjoyed speaking with you today.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you took time to come and visit with us.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Very nice.
Until next time, this is Diane Savis-Hahn with Woman's World.